Good evening and thank you very much for joining. It's a pleasure for me to have this course with you, inshallah. And we'll start within 2, 3 minutes. We're left with two students, hopefully coming soon, and we will start so soon. Actually, they came, so that's fine. So uh, first, is my voice quite okay? And you see the presentation well?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Okay, okay. So safe to start. By the way, just
Yes, doctor.
yeah, thank you, Safe. Uh, so this lecture is recorded, and as we will see, all the lectures for the course will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube, inshallah. So, so I will tell you how. So I will tell you how to access. Uh, so I will tell you how to access YouTube to see all those lectures. Once again, thank you very much, and a warm welcome to Fundamentals of Computing 2. And I am Kamal Botos, and you will get to know me actually in a few minutes more. So, once again and again, welcome to the course. I always say at the beginning of the course that we will start as friends and we will hopefully end this course as close friends. And I mean it. It happened before and before. Uh, and I have some students who took with me Fundamentals of Computing 1, so they know that we will end hopefully as close friends. Now we're friends, and we will end hopefully as close friends. So I'll just go over your names. This is just for uh, the first time. So this is not the attendance. I just want to welcome you in on person. So just give me 1 second. Okay. So welcome Kenzie. Welcome Freddy. Abdullah. Uh, Aisha. By the way, if it happened that I spell your name wrong, so just tell me so that I don't do this again. So welcome Muhammad Osama, I believe, and welcome Muhammad, welcome Hana, welcome Maram, welcome Ahmed El Hager, welcome Ali Isa, welcome Yusuf Muhammad, welcome Abdurrahman Talat, Muhammad El Azazi, محمد جمال محمد ظريف زياد مسيري ويلكم ريم محمد فريد عبد الرحمن ياسين يوسف هشام Ahmed Said. So welcome to all of you once again to the course. So uh, We'll begin with the course syllabus. To know more about the course, to know more about your assistants, to have a brief introduction to the concepts that exist in the course. By the way, this lecture is not part of the syllabus. However, it's a really very important lecture. You will get to know what we will be studying, uh, what we'll be studying on this course, and definitely in this semester. You will know many of the concepts that we will be studying in greater details in this course. So, for this course, I have to say also another statement by me that everything is just possible. So, if you think that you are not so much good in programming, you will be. It's possible. So the objective of this course was, and we will have so much details about the objective of this course, but on a high level, the objective of this course is to teach you fundamentals in greater details compared to 106, the previous course that you have took. So, what are the course principles? Still the same principle for people who took with me 106. First of all, I hope you all get high grades, and actually it's quite a fact. In the previous semester, uh, actually in one of the sections, uh, actually, around 8 or 9 students get A, and 4 students get A minus, which is definitely a high percentage of A's and A minus, around 40% or 38% of the course between A and A minus, and few people got between C and D. There was no F, of course. Around 5 students, and the rest between B plus and B, and few B minus. So at the end of the day, I care for your success. I know that you have declaration to do. I'll try as much as possible to balance between giving you high grades to for the declaration, and at the end of the day, apply the grade that everyone deserves. So at the end of the day, I hope all of you get as high grades as possible. This course is a little bit more intensive than 106, so you will get so much knowledge in this course. Uh, More than 106, yes, much more than 106. This is a fundamentals 2 course. Does this mean it's more difficult than 106? No, it doesn't mean it's more difficult than 106, but definitely it has more topics than 106. Do you want to worry? Absolutely no. You don't have to worry. Actually, the third principle is having fun. So, in general, if you're about to do declaration in computer science, and this will be probably your major for most of you or for all of you, uh, you have to like computers. You have to enjoy playing with computers. And my objective of this course is not to bore you about something, but my objective of this course is to make you like computer science, to make you appreciate staying for a computer to doing a useful thing. And it is it is really you will be doing really useful things in this course. You will do good applications that you will all be proud of, whether in the assignments and whether in the project, and mainly in the project that you will be teaching. So you will have so much fun, and more or less I hope that you get high grades, and at the end of the day you come up with good knowledge for your upcoming years in computer science and for your career afterwards, inshallah. So those are the course principles. uh, Also, for the principles, uh, I believe in open communication. So I don't so much believe in the office hours, and I have to be available from 1 p.m. till 1:59 p.m. I don't believe a lot in this. Yet I believe in open communication. So I created actually uh, I created actually a WhatsApp group for all of you. So you can communicate with me privately or on the WhatsApp group anytime. So I usually respond as fast as possible. And if I didn't respond for a reason or another, so I'll send you a message that I will respond later. So I so believe in open communication. So and I believe that we have to remove the barrier between the instructor and between the students. So you have to ask whatever you want in whatever time, and I will reply as soon as I can. But I usually reply very fast. So, uh, uh, so a little bit about me. Uh, I was basically a student like you. I got my Bachelor of Science and Master of Science from EUC. And I was a research and graduate assistant for many years at AUC. So I was a TA for many years at AUC. So I really know what makes you happy and what makes you a little bit unhappy. And then I got my doctorate. And since around a year, I taught in EUC, and I taught 106, and I taught this course 110. So I taught 110 before, and I had a very enjoyable semester teaching 110, and I believe my students were so much happy at the end of the course. Uh, Other than 106 and 110, I taught several times for Master of Science programs for places outside EUC. And I taught in Master of Business Administration as well. So I teach business administration and I teach computer science as well. Um, I really mix between academic life and industrial life. So currently I work in National Bank of Egypt, Al Bank Al Ahli. So I'm mainly responsible for designing all the bank's products from the technical perspective, of course, because I work in information technology. So I'm basically responsible to design and to shape all the bank products and services that the bank is offering. And also I'm responsible to build the machinery which host all the applications the bank is having. So of course we don't manufacture the servers, of course not. However, I'm responsible to design how servers are communicating with each other and the applications that will be running on those servers, and also the networking side as well. So that's about my job. This is my email. So you will know it by time. Formally, my office hours is on Tuesday from 4 p.m. till 8 p.m. However, you are so much welcome to WhatsApp me anytime you prefer on the WhatsApp, whether you message me privately or message me on the group that I have just made. Of course, we can do pre-arranged Zoom meeting if the subject is important and it needs the Zoom. We can talk with each other via the phone. And of course, we can meet at the university or at any place once the situation of COVID improves. So that's all about me. So for this section, your assistant is Mariam Gafar, and this is her email. By the way, you don't have to write anything because first, this lecture is being recorded. This is number one, and number two, all of those materials will be available for you, as you will see on Blackboard and on Dropbox as well. Okay, so Mariam will give you weekly, starting from next week, what's so called a hidden lab. What's a hidden lab? A hidden lab primarily is applying the material that you have took for this course. And it is very similar to the lab that you were taking in 106 or 101. So it's exactly the same concept of the lab. And with this course, of course, you will have a lab that I believe it's taught by Nada or Dr. Aya and maybe someone else, I don't know. And this is a lab. It has uh, some material that we don't take in the course, and it has an elaboration of some materials that we have or that we have in this course. So it's a mix. Mostly it's a new material, but there are some commonalities, and the basic foundation between the course and the lab is there. So you will not be exposed to other language other than C++. The fundamentals that you are taking in the course you apply also in the lab. For the hidden lab, it is a practice for all the material that exist in this course. So supposedly you will take classes with me, and you will take classes in the lab. You will take something called linked list in the course. You will take linked list in the hidden lab. But for the other lab, you will be taking somehow new materials. And the office hour for Mariam is Monday and Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. So this is about the graduate assistant for you. As I said, so Ahmed is asking, by the way, you can ask any question via the chat if you are a little bit shy about speaking, or you can ask it by voice. So Ahmed El Hager is asking, so will they teach fundamental of computing 2 lab? Yes, for the hidden lab. And for the lab that is 1 credit hour lab, it will be somehow a different material. Another person is asking, Shihab won't be teaching any hidden lab. He will teach hidden lab for the other section, which is section 3. Okay. So we will have the lab starting from the hidden lab. I will call it for simplicity a lab. So yes. By the way, I teach this section and section 03. So every time there's a lecture, for this section, you are welcome to attend the lecture for the other section as well. Every time that there's a lecture for the other section, I will send you the Zoom link. It's the same Zoom link from the start of the course till the end. So I will send you the Zoom link for the other course. You are welcome to join if you want to. It's at 5 p.m. and this section is Sunday and Wednesday. The other section is Monday and Thursday. Okay, so you're welcome to attend Monday and Thursday, and the material will be synchronized between the two sections. Okay, and sometime though Shahab is not the formal assistant for you, Shahab is the assistant for the other section. However, you are welcome to touch base with him, and the same for the other section. So you can consider that you can attend with the other section. This is number one, and you can attend the lab with Shihab. Yeah. So as far as you have some time, you can do whatever you want. So what will be done in the lab? What will be done in the lab? There will be a brief explanation of the concept explained in the course. There will be other examples other than the one I explained in the lecture, and there will be some problem solving exercises. So at the beginning of the course, you may not depend primarily on the assignments only. However, however, the assistant will post some exercises for you, and they will not be part of your grade, of course. However, you are welcome to solve to solve them, and the assistant will correct them. And there will be some code writing that you will write by yourself as well in the lab. Okay, so uh,
I have a question.
yeah, sure, Yasif.
Yeah, so we're no longer taking C++ and CS2.
We will all of
خلاص,
CS2.
so we're switching to other languages while there's C++.
No. All CS2 is C++.
C++, but the lab isn't C++. So the picture confuses me.
Everything, the lab or the hidden lab is C++.
Okay.
You're confused about this lecture. No,
The picture
this
says
picture.
JavaScript,
No, this
HTML.
picture is just to, I found it a little bit beautiful. So I never have thought that that you will get confused that there's no C++.
Yes.
No, C++ is your life for another 4 months from now. Okay, Yahya, you can ask.
Yes, doctor. When is Dr.
Okay.
Shihab?
When is the lab? Yes.
For Dr. Shihab.
For Shihab, no, for Shihab and Mariam, we will send you a survey on Blackboard to choose the best time to take the lab. So we will send you a survey and you will answer the survey. So we usually post 3 or 4 timings, and whatever the majority says, we will go forward. لكن generally you will have 1 hour of the hidden lab, 1 hour in one day, and the repetition of this hour on another day. So let's say that we have this week we have a lab. So probably the lab will be from 7 to 8, let's say on Sunday, and the repetition or the exact copy of what has been explained on Sunday will be explained again on Tuesday. So normally it's 1 hour repeated one other time. And this will be, inshallah, discussed during the survey will be published during this week, inshallah, and what the majority says, we will follow, inshallah. Okay?
Okay, thank you, doctor.
Okay. So, for the midterms and the exams, actually, for sure we'll have two midterms. The first one was early mid-March, and the second one is mid-April, third week of April. This is for sure. I'm not sure about whether they will be face-to-face or online. However, this has to be agreed with the department and based also on some high-level university decision. I have no problem to make a makeup for midterm one if some circumstances happen, like if la qadar Allah, many of you didn't perform that well in midterm one, and this happened. Yani, it didn't happen actually with me in the previous semester and before. However, it does happen sometimes. It does happen that midterm one is usually you start to know the material, so sometimes it's preferable to do a makeup, and the makeup is optional. So you have the right to go for the makeup or not based on your grade. Um However, for people that have really good marks in the midterm and they go for the makeup, they will have some sort of a bonus. Uh, Yusuf is asking, will there be bonuses in midterm too? I'm not decided about this. For midterm one, yes, I believe bonuses will exist in midterm one. Okay, so we'll have a midterm, we'll have the final, and the final is previous semester it was face to face. I can't really judge whether they will be face to face or online. This we will go through this in the course based on the department decision and based on the COVID situation and how the university is reacting toward this. We'll have review questions, and those basically appear before the midterm. And this is to review the material for you. You have review questions and sometimes review answers as well. You will have two mock-up exams. You will have two mock-up exams before the final exam, and those exams will tell you how you are going, what's your level, how you're doing, and all such stuff. So the mock-up exam is very similar to the final exam, but it's really ungraded exam. And then we will have the final exam. Once again, I can't decide it's online or it's face-to-face till situations are becoming clear. For the assignments, we'll have 8 plus or minus assignments, and I can really drop one to two of your worst assignments. So assuming that we have 8 assignments, then I can drop one of your lowest grade assignments. Uh, Assuming that we got 6 assignments, so I cannot drop anyone. So I'm really flexible. I'm really flexible as well. So if we manage to get 8 assignments in the semester, that's fine. So I can drop one or two. If we didn't manage to have 8, let's say we had 7, so خلاص we will calculate all of them inshallah. And for the first one or two assignments, I will held I or the assistants, and or the assistants will be holding what's so called assignment explanation session, because your first one or two assignments sometime it's difficult for you because this is fundamentally a new material for you. So sometimes you face difficulties to make your life easier and easier. I held what's so called assignment explanation sessions. If you have, please, any questions, so just please let me know. So for the grading, actually, for the grading, generally, I have generally I have the A from 90 plus, the A minus from 86, the B plus from 82, and as you can see, the rest. By the way, I don't wish to give anyone less than C, and this is really my wish. I hope that all of you get as high grades as possible. Actually, for the previous semester, uh, the A was from 94. And I had many students who scored in the course more than 100. So they obliged me to get the A from 93, 94. And actually, many students got many A's despite the fact it's from 93 or 94. Many students get A's, like I said, around 9 students get A, and 4 or 3 students get A minus. So at the end of the day, between 13 and 14 students getting between A and A minus, this is really a good success rate. So if many students got so many high marks, so I have a ceiling based on some criteria for the department as well. And then the A will become a little bit higher, and that's explainable. However, the B plus, B minus, C plus, and C, they will not be inshallah high. They will be as much as possible to help you getting as much high grades as possible. So what if no one got 90 in the course? So definitely the A will be from 89 or 88 or whatever. So uh, so I have a curve at the end of the day to help as many students as get as high grades as possible. So assuming that no one get over 90, this doesn't mean that uh, no one will get an A. So definitely the A will become a lower percentage. But generally, generally the B will always remain in the 80s. I will not get it to be 85, for example. Yeah. Okay. So at the end of the day, I will try my best to get you as high grades as possible, as much as I can. So you don't have to worry about this. So how what's being graded? What's being graded? So for the assignments, plus or minus, it has 20%. For the project, plus or minus, it has 20% as well. The project is you have to have a group of 3 or 4 members. It will be published mid of the semester or slightly before the mid of the semester. And the project, you will do something, I hope, really good and really enjoyable. Midterm 1 is 15%. Midterm 2 is 15% as well. The final is 25. There is about 5 to 8% based on your participation and overall performance in the course. And if you sum up those percentages, you will come up with something that is over 100. And yes, I meant to be so. So if your participation is good, it doesn't mean that you know the answer. Once again, it doesn't mean that you know the answer. Just participate. Just attend and participate. Then you may have you will have a bonus. Either you answered right or you answered wrong. What matters for me is that you participate. Again, what matters for me is that you participate. Okay. Generally, I have a distribute. I can make slight changes to those percentages. I can make slight changes to those percentages. I repeat. So, for example, midterm to 15%. I can make it 17%, 18%, 19%. The final little, I can decrease it to 23, 22. Why I do so? Because you may not be doing so well in the final. Hopefully not. So I decrease it, and if you are doing so good in the project, then instead of 20, I make it 23. And also for the participation, you will have bonuses all the time. Again, what matters for me is that you participate. I don't really care if you answered right or answered wrong. Just please participate. Just please say something. Okay. And then at the end of the day, I calculate your bonuses, and this increases, may increase your letter grade. So someone, if he's getting B and he has so many bonuses, so he will get a B plus. B plus, he will get an A minus. So this is how it works. So Ahmed Hisham is asking, is it possible that member of my project group be from section C? Yes, 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 yes. And by the way, section 3 and this section 4, this is just one pool at the end of the day. And I will talk to Dr. Huwaida, who's teaching section 1 and section 2, and it might be the possibility that that you can engage with people or students from section 1 or section 2. So we might make all the 110 sections as one pool. You can have a group from any section. So what's very important is to have a group. And what's very, very important is to work hardly in the project. Okay, do you have any questions so far? I'll pause for 1 minute about the grading, about the assignments, about anything that you wish to ask.
Doctor, that means the lab is not graded?
The lab by Mariam?
Yes.
The lab by Mariam is not graded. The lab which is the hidden lab. It's not gated, of course. The hidden lab is to help you actually excel in this course. However, the lab of 1 credit, of course, it is gated. Whom you are taking with Nada or Dr. Aya?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked yet.
Dr. Aya.
Yeah. Whether it's Nada or Dr. Aya, it's gated at the end.
Yes, of course.
But the hidden lab is not gated. What's gated is the assignment, the project, the midterm, and the final, and the participation plus overall performance. Any other questions for the grading? Okay. So, what are the tools that we are going to use? Needless to say that we'll be using Zoom. We are all on Zoom. We will use Blackboard. I usually post all the materials on Blackboard, the lectures, the books, and any related materials except the videos for the recording. And all the assignments, of course, on Blackboard, and the tests. Some of them, if they are online, will be on Blackboard, and all your grades will go on Blackboard. At the end of the day, at the end of the course, you will have all your grades, including the finals, the midterm, the project, everything, including the letter grade, will be on Blackboard. And it will stay for Blackboard 2 days, and then I post on Banner after everyone is hopefully satisfied with his or her grade. Okay. For Dropbox, for people that don't know what Dropbox is, Dropbox is an application, and let me show you Dropbox. It's an application at the end of the day that you will see all the material related to the course as if they exist on your local your local laptop or your local PC. So for every one of you, I have sent you an invitation to install if you don't have Dropbox, and I have shared with you the material for this course. So you will see this shape. Do you see this the Dropbox now? You see the presentation, or you see the Dropbox?
Dropbox يا دكتور.
Okay.
Dropbox.
Okay, fine. So you will
Doctor,
see.
can we use Google Drive instead of Dropbox because Google Drive has unlimited storage?
Don't worry about the storage there. I pay money for Dropbox to give me as much storage as I can. So don't worry about this. Yeah. At the end of the day, from your mobile or from your laptop, you will see this picture or those folders. You will see the assignments whenever they are posted, the attendance and the bonuses. I will post an Excel sheet. The books, you will see them, and also the book that we are using. One of the books that we are using, you will see the presentation for the book on Dropbox. You will see the books, the PDFs for the books now on Dropbox. You will see so many C++ code. You will see code that I post on Dropbox and Blackboard as well. You will see for one of the books that we are using, you can see all the C++ code that exists in the examples for the book. You will see lots of code that I post to help you to for the material. You will see the lectures. You will see my lectures 1 year ago. And you can see my new lectures on the lectures folder, and you see them. So this lecture is already posted. This is the first lecture here. Also, you can see the review question. You can see the term project, and you can see the links for the recorded videos on YouTube. So everything that I do, you will see on Dropbox and on Blackboard as well. Okay, so that's all about Dropbox. Please install Dropbox, and if you don't know how to install it, go to this YouTube. I have a private channel, so everything in this course is recorded. I repeat, everything in this course is repeated, is recorded. So everything goes to my channel at YouTube. Please, I will send you on WhatsApp the link to my private channel, and then you can see everything that is related to this course as lectures or as review sessions or as anything you can see on this private channel. Also, in this course, you are going to make applications that have a graphical user interface. So there are some graphics libraries that you will use either one of them. I repeat, you will use either one of them. This is a library like IOStream, like String, like CMath, like whatever. And the purpose of this library is to make graphical user interfaces, What do I mean by graphical user interfaces? You will not make your application on the black screen. However, you will have menus, you will have text boxes, you will have scroll bars if needed, you will have buttons. 1 second, please. You will have buttons, you will have scroll bars, you will have text boxes, you will do something really beautiful, okay, instead of this black screen where you have the input and the output. So we will either use SFML or Qt. We will agree with this, and I believe you will have Qt in the lab that you are taking. Yusuf Omar is asking, do we download them online? Is it implemented in Visual Studio already? Yes, you download them online. I will send you the links, and they are integrated with Visual Studio. So you use them from Visual Studio as well. Once again, SFML or Qt, those are libraries to make graphical user interface, to make games, everything. So you will make with them really beautiful things. You will continue to use, yes, Maya?
Doctor, can I use code blocks instead of Visual Studio?
Yeah. Code blocks is perfectly fine.
Okay.
You can use code blocks, you can Visual Studio, you can use whatsoever editor that you like. If anyone wants to work with Linux as well, he or she can work with Linux. So you're welcome to use anything that you like, and we will help you to work with those tools. So if you have Apple, so it's highly recommended not to use Visual Studio. It's highly recommended that to use Xcode and not Visual Studio for Mac. Also in this course, you will use online a tool that you can use online, which is called GenMyModel, and this is to make UML class diagrams. So you have two new words, UML and class diagram. UML stands for, and we will have this in greater detail, so you don't have to worry. UML stands for Universal Modeling Language, and class diagram. And this Universal Modeling Language, it is a visual representation for classes and the relation with each other. So your application will no longer be constituted of functions. Your application will be a set of classes, and those classes are interacting together. So to do a design, not a code. In this course, you will design, and then you will code. At this course, you will design, and then you will code. I'm sorry to repeat it for the third time. I mean it. You will design, and then you will code. So, nobody, if he or she wants to have a building, start by getting the stones and stuff like this and start building. So the house is designed first on paper, and then what you design is what you will be implementing. In 106, you were doing coding without design. In this course, you will design and then code. And the design will be in a language called UML. And we will see UML in a small while. So for the books, that we're using, we have main books and we have support books. Main books, this means that my material will be primarily from those books. And the common question, do I have to read the book? The answer is no, you don't have to read the book. However, if you listen to the recorded lecture and you asked me, and you see those lectures and you're not satisfied, then go to the book and read that chapter in details. And at the beginning of this, every chapter, I tell you from where did I get the material. I tell you from where I get the material. So you will see Savage, you will see Islam Malik. So I will tell you from where I get the material. And for this course, I get some of the materials from online, from the web. And you will find all my materials, presentations, etc., you will find them on Dropbox as well. There are some good books. I am not telling you to read anything from them. However, while you are doing your project, your assignments, you might be reading parts of those books to understand something in the project or something in the assignment. They are good reference book. Do you have to read them? The answer is no. Don't read them unless you want to get an extra material or to help you with the assignments or the project. Okay. So I give you so many ready-made codes. Sometimes you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You go to Dropbox and you pick up the code that you want, and then you develop over it. Some important sites where you can see anything and everything about C++. Syntax, coding, examples, lots of explanations, lots of C++ word. C++.com, Geeks for Geeks, Tutorial Point, Programmiz.com, etc., etc. So sometimes while you are doing your project, you have to go and learn about what you are doing from C++.com. Okay, so 106 is gone, and now you are 110, and there are certain topics that you have to know quite good about them. You have to know quite good about them. What are those topics? Pointers. I know this is painful, but you have to know about pointers, and I will make your life easy, inshallah, about pointers, about classes. Everything that you will do from now is in classes. So you have to know about classes. You have to know about the recursion. For the last part of the course, you have to know about the recursion. You have to know about arrays, and you have to know about files. The most important topic that you have to master is classes, followed by pointers, starting from the mid of the course, followed by recursion at the end of the course. Arrays and files, you have to know about them slightly. Okay, what are the lessons learned that people got mistakes in 106, and then I hope they are not doing the same mistakes in 110. First of all, concentrating on the project is critical, and I mean it's critical, not because it's a high percentage and stuff like this. It's not this story anymore. It's not this story anymore. Project, if you master it, you are assured of a high grade, because in the project you will apply everything that you learned in the course. So please take care of the project. Practice is key. I heard few students, not a lot, that tell me, Doctor, I really understand what you're saying, but I don't know how to apply it. And there were very few students, yes, but it's a comment. So practice is key, like 106. And I will help you to do as practice as possible. Time management. This course is longer than 106. So you have to concentrate more than 106. Reviewing the topics I said is critical as well. And your first assignment is just reviewing 106 important concepts that will carry to 110. So you will have an assignment just to refresh your knowledge about 106, no more, no less. Because if I left you and give you the first assignment that is related to 110 immediately, so some of you will not do good. Why? Then I will give you a review assignment to 106 and then start 110 assignments. Please attend actively. Though there are not lots of grades on attendance, however, please attend actively. And please don't depend that you will listen to the lecture. You will listen to the lecture recorded. Don't depend on this, because when you listen to the lecture recorded, you are so relaxed, drinking your favorite coffee and almost sleeping. Now you are more active than this. You can ask whatever you don't understand, etc. You have to solve review exercises before the midterm, and this is the critical. So I'll give. I have some students that took with me 106 before. Muhammad Al Mahdi, you're with me?
Yes, doctor.
So do you find those lesson learns good, or you want to add on them? Yeah.
Actually, they are so good. I believe they are very good.
Okay. Thank you, Muhammad.
Thank you, doctor.
Okay. So the first slide not related to the syllabus. In this course, we have 3 categories of topics. We have 3 categories of topics. And beneath each topic, we will have some lectures. So the first big block of topics is called object-oriented design and programming. The second big block is called data structures. We will understand what's data structure, what's OOD, what's OOP in a few minutes. And the third big block is algorithms. So we will have 3 big blocks. OO, design and programming, data structures, algorithms. Okay? So roughly, each topic will take 1 month. And sometimes the topic related to data structure also include algorithm. So we will know what's data structure, what algorithm, what OOD, and OOP. So what's an algorithm? The algorithm is step-by-step instruction to achieve a certain objective or a certain goal, or to solve something. So assuming that you're doing a banking application, so this is a problem. You solve it by some algorithm, and each algorithm you will have lots of code to get this algorithm working. Okay, so if you see your Google Map application, it has lots of algorithms, and each algorithm is one or more program. Each algorithm is one or more program. Okay, so the algorithm will have one or more programs. So in Google Map, you have algorithm to know the shortest distance between the source point and the destination point. In Google Map, you will have another algorithm to tell you that those areas are congested, i.e. has so many cars into it. So if you have any application, if you have your smartphone, you will find lots of applications, and each application will have so many algorithms, and each algorithm is a big or small piece of code. So this is the algorithm. So in 106, we taught you how to do coding, how to solve a given problem by implementing applications, implementing programs. In this course, we teach you how to make efficient algorithms or efficient programs. It's not only enough to code. It's absolutely necessary to write fast algorithm. It's absolutely necessary to write, like I said, correct algorithm. But it's not everything. It's absolutely necessary to write algorithms or to write code that minimizes the space on the hard disk, the space on that this application is taking. In this course, we so concentrate that you write fast applications. يعني بالعربي كده في 106 احنا كنا بنتعلم ازاي نكود. اشتغلت. هنا في 110 اول مرحلة انها اشتغلت. تاني مرحلة هي اشتغلت بسرعة ولا اشتغلت ببطء ولا ايه الاخبار. This is what it's meant by time efficiency, to write fast algorithm. Okay, just let's play together. This is basically an algorithm to do what? This is an algorithm is to find a distance between this point and that point. You will not see them. Okay, it's a green point here and a green point. So it want to achieve what? It want to achieve the shortest distance between this green point and this green point. And you see thousands of points. You see thousands of points. And if you search traditionally what is the shortest path between those 2 points, you will take days and maybe months. However, this algorithm within less than 20 seconds, of course it's less than 20 seconds, it's approximately, if you want to run it, it takes less than a second. However, it's just making some coloring, so it takes 20 seconds. However, this algorithm is fast. If you apply traditional algorithm, traditional way, traditional technique to find a distance between those 2 points, you will take months and years, or you might not reach anything. So we care how fast the algorithm will run. Okay, is this science fiction or so difficult? The answer is absolutely no. It's easy. You will do it. Okay. Okay. This is a Pac-Man game, and guess what? This was the project for 110 before, is to implement a Pac-Man game, and maybe this semester we will implement another game. Maybe we'll implement something like Uber application, something like Expedia for traveling, of course on a much smaller scale, but it's the main idea. So you might get a little bit worried. Can I implement by the end of the course something like Pac-Man? Yes, you will implement all of the class implemented Pac-Man. Okay. However, some students implemented so fast, to run so fast, i.e. it was so intelligent to code Pac-Man from first 2-3 1 or 2 minutes. Some students were not successful to where the opponent will catch Pac-Man within 1 or 2 minutes. It will catch it within 5 minutes. So it depends how your algorithm, how your application is running. Is it running fast or it's running slow? However, we'll stop 1 minute here. Can any one of you tell me how Pac-Man is being caught? Just think of it. If anyone can tell me, so it will be the first, or at least tried. So it will be the first bonus. So Ziad, you want to speak?
Yes, I think it's a 2D array, and if Pac-Man is in the same element as the opponent, a flag is assigned as true that Pac-Man is caught.
Yes. By the way, you got a bonus, but this is part of it. Yes, it is a 2D array. I agree. Yes, there is a code that checks whether Pac-Man and the enemy inside the same cell or not. Yes, there is. But there's something else. How does it know where is Pac-Man? So some other student is, you got Ziad, you got a bonus anyways. So if anyone
may I
can
answer?
speak.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, the lady.
Doctor, maybe like it's if we think of it as IP and its address in the array is changing every time, and so we're trying to locate the address of Pac-Man.
Yes. Continue. Yes, you're in the right direction.
And so I'm not very familiar with the game, but as it's changing, now we're trying to track down the address. I think it's going to be consecutive.
Yes, that's great, Sandra. Anyways, yeah. Thank you very much. You get a bonus as well. Yeah. So someone else will.
Doctor,
Yes.
may I answer?
Yes. Sure.
I believe that as Pac-Man is moving, he's moving those little points from the game. So I believe that there is some system which detects if the cell is empty or not. Then Pac-Man has passed through the cell and it can figure out a path to.
Yes. Also, you got a bonus, Daniel. Who else will want to try since we're
Is it moving based on the commands from the user or the player?
Yes, it's moving. Yes, this is just a picture.
It tracks a position that way. The sequence of commands that makes the player move.
Yes, you're very near as well. What's your first name?
Hussein.
Hussein. Okay, so Hussein Misiri. Okay. Thank you all. You got a bonus. So basically, the main idea actually is that when Pac-Man is moving, also if you track one opponent, let's say this pinkish opponent. So basically, there's an algorithm, there's a piece of code, there's a set of functions that tracks the shortest distance between Pac-Man and the opponent, and then it starts moving from the shortest distance towards Pac-Man. And every time Pac-Man moves, it calculates this shortest distance. So if Pac-Man is here and the opponent is here, so the shortest distance is a straight line. So the opponent will go straight line because this is the shortest distance. If Pac-Man is here and the opponent is there, so the shortest distance is like here. So it computes the shortest distance and it goes at the space of Pac-Man. So it basically has an algorithm, which is the shortest distance. So the shortest distance is something that says, what is the shortest distance between Caio and Alex? Should I go towards الطريق الزراعي? Should I go towards الطريق الصحراوي? And if I went towards الطريق الصحراوي, then what is the shortest distance to go to the gates, للبوابات? And when I reach the gates, what is the shortest distance to go to master, etc., etc. So it's based on the shortest distance. You might say this is too difficult. No, it's not. It's not too difficult at all. All my sections implemented it accurately, but the brightest students got something that run really fast. So it caught Pac-Man with so fast like this, and other of them, they were okay in catching Pac-Man. At the end of the day, it's not rocket science. How this graphical interface is made, it's made by SFML library or Qt library for graphical user interface, like the dots, like the shape of Pac-Man, the shape of opponent, etc., etc. So that's it. Data structures. So data is a collection of facts. I have some data. Data structure is how those facts are related together. So for the array, for example, it's a data structure. And the numbers are listed one after one. So this is the array. The stack, the numbers are listed from top to bottom. So the stack is, and we will take this in greater details, but with a different concept than 106. The stack is LIFO, last in, first out. So it is from top to the bottom. This is data structure, how the data is grouped together. And this is the second fundamental thing that we are taking in 106. So arrays in 110. Arrays is a data structure. Stack and queue is a data structure. In this course, we will be enjoying taking trees, graphs, linked lists, vectors, and other types of data structure other than the arrays. Okay. The program is what? Is algorithm, functions, and data structure. Okay? So if you can see what's so called a binary search. By the way, we'll be finishing in 5 minutes, and we usually finish by 6:20, 6:25, because we usually take some time to ask questions, whatever you want at the beginning. So this is a binary search, and this is a sequential search. This is an algorithm. This is a function called binary search, and this is a sequential search. If you see this algorithm, the binary search and the sequential search is a slow algorithm. The binary search is a fast algorithm. It's fast because it's implementing or searching in a different data structure other than the array. We said that data structure is how data is interrelated with each other. So we have the array and we have a tree. A tree looks like this black picture. So the binary search is a faster function because it searches in a tree. So you see a root, you see children, you see children of children, etc. So once again, the binary search, is faster. It is locating the number. I am searching for a number in a list of numbers. The binary search is faster because it's searching in an efficient data structure, and the program itself or the function itself is applying a fast algorithm. So it's within 1 or 2 movements, خلاص, the binary search will find what you are looking for. The sequential search will take ages. So in this course, we will implement efficient data structures. We will be implementing efficient functions or efficient algorithms. So classes and objects. This is the third topic that we are taking in 110. Classes. What's a class? It's basically a template. It's basically a data type. It's basically a specification. It's a data type like an integer. A class consists of variables and, yes, Yusuf. A class consists on variables and methods. In this course, we are going to learn what's OOD and what's OOP. OOD is object-oriented design. You design classes and how they are interacting together. And OOP, you take the design and you implement on Visual Studio or in Xcode the code for the classes and the objects, etc., etc. So OOD is the design, how classes and objects are interrelated together. OOP is the implementation. It's C++. You take the design and you implement it. So basically, and this is the last part I am going to speak about, this is OOB and this is UML. Each rectangle from here is a class that has methods and that has operations as well. Variables and has operations or has function. So first thing you do, and we will learn this in greater details, is to design in UML what's called the class diagram. And a class diagram is basically your classes and how they are acting. So I'll read with you this story. A client has an order or makes an order. Every order has an invoice. So easy. A client wants to go for a holiday via a certain flight, and a holiday he will reserve a room, and a room exists in a hotel at a certain destination, and he will do a tip, some tips in this destination with a travel agency, and he might be renting a car. So this is a story, and this is a design. The more good that you are in designing, the more good that you will implement a piece of code that run faster and run more efficient. One last thing, OOD is this, it's design. Classes and they are interacting together. No more functions alone. Functions will exist into classes, and those classes will talk to each other. Okay? And then you will take this piece of paper and then you will turn it into into a C++ code. Some people say, no, I don't want to do a design. I'll implement immediately. By the way, they will take a longer time. So this is OOD, this is OOP. You will have classes, and then you will write a piece of code that exactly translate what you have written in the design. So finally, the objective of this course is to design efficient data structure, to code efficiently in C++. And this is, so it's not basically to make you more perfect in C++. No, I want to teach you how to design and how to translate the design into efficient code. At the end of the day, thank you really very much for joining. I hope this was beneficial enough for you. And those are the list of the topics that we are going to take. Once again, we will have OOD, we will have OOP, we will have data structures like linked list, AVL, binary tree, red, black tree, etc., etc. And we will have algorithm like searching for the shortest distance and something similar. So, and those are where I got each and every lecture. So sometime I got it from Savage book, the one that you took in 106. Sometimes I got them from Halim book, the one that I showed to you. You will have everything PDF on Blackboard and on Dropbox as well. Sometimes you have them from online sources. However, I can omit some lectures based on the time constraint, like for example the BTs, etc., etc. So once again and again, a warm welcome to 110. I am sure that you're going to enjoy it, and it's going to be so successful and inshallah so easy as well. A warm welcome and thank you very much. And that's the end for this lecture. Any questions?
Thank you, doctor.
Any questions?
Thank you, doctor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Any questions? You're welcome to stay.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor. Have a good day.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, Bahir.